In Delhi, India, there lives a 20-year-old young Muslim man named Bilal. Bilal has just passed his 12th grade exams and is preparing for the NEET examination. His dream is to become a doctor, but his biggest obstacle isn't the complexity of the syllabus, it's his addiction to daydreaming. Today, his alarm rings sharply at 7 a.m., but instead of jumping out of bed, he lays there, his eyes half open, staring at the ceiling. His mind begins to drift. Soon, he gets lost in his imagination. In his imagination, he's the hero of his college. A classroom filled with students applauds as he delivers a speech in flawless English. His vocabulary and accent leave everyone in awe. Among the crowd, a girl with wide, admiring eyes whispers to her friend,
"Bilal is so smart and confident."
He soaks in the applause, basking in the glory of his imagined achievement. But this isn't enough for his mind. The scene shifts. Now, he's riding his motorbike, a sleek, expensive machine that roars through the crowded streets of Delhi. Dressed in a sharp jacket, an expensive watch glinting on his wrist, he feels the eyes of onlookers on him. Girls turn their heads as he passes, and someone exclaims,
"What a rider! He must be so successful."
The reality of the NEET syllabus sits unopened on his desk. The clock strikes 9 a.m., and Bilal jolts out of his fantasy. Regret washes over him as he realizes another morning has slipped through his fingers. Bilal's daydreams don't end in bed. When he sits to study, his focus crumbles. As he reads through biology notes, his mind drifts again. He's at a family gathering, dressed impeccably in branded clothes. Relatives whisper about his success. His uncle, usually critical, praises his knowledge of current events in Islamic history.
Mashallah, you are destined for great things.
His chest swells with pride, but when he blinks, the biology notes are still in front of him, untouched. The clock ticks relentlessly. Frustrated, Bilal slams the book shut. His younger brother, Assad, is another victim of Bilal's habit.
Assad, listen to this one last time. I will not interrupt you again. I swear. Oh man, I shouldn't have sworn. If I break my oath again, then I will have to fast 3 days. Oh, but I didn't say Allah's name. I am safe, I guess,
Bilal says one evening, grabbing Assad's attention from his homework. When he starts talking, you just can't shut him up. Sorry, Bilal. Now, a movie dialogue is on his mind, and he can't resist acting it out exactly like the hero did in the movie. In a deep voice,
"My friend, there are two kinds of people in life, those who dream and those who make them a reality. And me, I'm both."
Assad listens, amused but distracted from his studies.
You know what is the most valuable thing in life?
I don't want to know, man. Oh wait, you said that you will let me study after that.
Money. If you have no money, you have no respect. You are a loser. Imagine, Assad, you walk outside and your bike's parked right there, shining like a diamond.
I don't want such bike. I just want to study now.
And you have a chiseled jawline, flawlessly smooth skin, and you are walking like a Sigma male. That's called a good life, my friend.
Their mother's voice rings from the other room.
"Stop bothering Assad and focus on your own work, Bilal."
The evenings bring more regret. Bilal sits alone, muttering to himself. His room feels like a prison, his mind both a refuge and a torment.
Why can't I just focus? I have tried everything. I'm tired of all of this,
He whispers, but the cycle continues. One day, Bilal and Assad were going to market. His mind was foggy and not present. Assad is noticing that Bilal is moving his head and hands, talking to himself, crafting another mental movie. This time, he's impressing his neighbors with his Quran recitation, his melodious voice leaving them in awe. A girl in the crowd looks at him, her admiration evident. The fantasy intensifies, but reality intrudes harshly. A sharp turn, a bike appears out of nowhere. Bilal doesn't react in time. Crash. Bilal and Assad are thrown off the bike. They hit the ground hard. The chaos of the traffic drowns out everything else. Bilal's knee scraped harshly against the ground, leaving a raw, bleeding wound, a painful experience. Both of them sat stunned amidst the chaos, the aftermath of the accident. Someone calls for an ambulance, and within minutes, it arrives. The paramedics carefully tend to Bilal's injuries, cleaning his wound and wrapping it in gauze. They are taken to the hospital for further care. That night, Bilal sits alone. He thought about his close friend Fahad. They used to talk about their personal problems in the good old days. Not staring at his bandaged knee, his phone buzzes. It's a WhatsApp call from Fahad, his college friend.
"So, how's the NEET preparation going, Bilal?"
It's all right.
"Really? Just all right? Come on, what's going on?"
I'm just lazy and unmotivated.
Laziness is often a symptom, not the root cause. There's always something deeper.
All right, fine. I've been struggling with maladaptive daydreaming. I can't stop imagining things. It's like my mind is always in some fantasy, and I can't focus on what really matters.
Oh, I've been there. During my intermediate exams, I went through a similar struggle, though it was more about overthinking. I kept obsessing over things like purity and tiny details in my prayers. Then I found a video on OCD, and it really made me reflect. It showed me how my thoughts were leading me nowhere. I'll share the link of this video once we finish our call. The video is a bit strange, by the way, so be prepared. After that, though, I started overanalyzing everything, especially about this girl in our class. I'd imagine ways to impress her, buying new glasses, a watch, or better clothes. I wasted so much time trying to figure out if she liked me or not. Looking back, I see how pointless it was.
Yeah, I feel the same. I daydream about success and people admiring me, but deep down, it's often about impressing girls too. How did you break out of it?
I didn't just stop, I redirected those thoughts. You know, Allah has blessed us with intellect and creativity, but Shaitan often uses them against us. Instead of letting daydreams drain me, I used them to understand my goals. I realized my fantasies weren't just random, they pointed to things I genuinely wanted. So I made dua for clarity and guidance. Then I created a vision for the kind of life I wanted, one that aligns with both dunya and akhirah. I broke it down into small, practical steps. For example, I channeled my problem-solving skills into programming, something I enjoyed, and that could help me provide for my future family.
That's a good point, but I still feel conflicted. Shouldn't our focus be on striving for the akhirah? I'm not motivated to earn a lot of money. A simple life seems fine to me.
You're absolutely right that the akhirah is our ultimate goal. But remember, the beloved Prophet, peace be unto him, said, "The upper hand is better than the lower hand." Providing for yourself, your family, and even giving sadaqah can be acts of worship if done with the right intentions. And think about this. If your fantasies are about a luxurious life, it's likely something your heart desires. There's no harm in wanting nice things as long as they don't distract you from your deen. Allah loves to see his blessings manifest in his servants.
I guess. But still, a lot of it is about impressing people, especially girls.
Don't you want to impress your future wife for the sake of Allah? I am not joking. Seriously, Bilal. Wanting to dress well, live comfortably, and be admired by her is natural and even encouraged in Islam. The Prophet himself said, "Allah is beautiful and loves beauty." The key is keeping your intentions pure and using these desires to strengthen your family and iman.
You are really something, man.
You.
No.
No, you're very good, you.
No.
You are very good,
There's
you.
a lot more to it than that.
You're very good, you.
There are underlying things
You
that you
understand me?
don't...
No, you're right. You're right on the money.
You are destined for great things, Fahad. Allah bless you. You should work as an Islamic psychiatrist. I can feel the juice flowing through my brain after talking to you. I'll try to channel my energy toward meaningful goals with Allah's help.
That's the mindset. Oh wait, I forgot to mention a concept that really helped me. It's called gamifying your life. We play video games because they give us the illusion of progress, like buying better weapons, new skins, and doing missions. And progress gives us positive emotions. So you have to make solid long-term plans.
But there are a lot of paths to choose. That's why I'm scared to make a long-term plan. I can't decide what to do.
Well, you don't need to write down all the paths you can take. That will overwhelm you. Write down 3 or 4, and then write pros and cons of each one, and then choose the most reasonable one. You can pray the Salat of Istikhara afterwards. Now you might make a wrong, but in my opinion, it is much better than walking aimlessly. I used to be that guy, but then I started to love myself as I would love someone I truly loved, and it starts with building something for our future. And that's why we are studying, but that's not our primary purpose.
Then what should be my primary purpose?
Jannah. Believing in the afterlife reduces the suffering of this life. Have you wasted a lot of time and now you are regretting? Don't worry, you have Jannah, the eternal life.
Fahad, I have a lot of regrets. Thanks, man. It's a lot of information. I am feeling like running a marathon.
Exercise once in a while isn't a bad idea too. Aerobic exercise helps with ADHD the most. Also, don't forget to make a routine and schedule. Otherwise, your mind will forget everything.
Maybe I have ADHD. Doing few push-ups and jumps makes me feel better, but I am not consistent. By the way, I don't remember what we have talked about.
So you want me to repeat everything?
Yeah. No, I was kidding. I am recording it.
Also, make sure you are getting most of the vitamins and minerals. I was getting them through my diet, but I don't know for you. And go to bed at time.
Oh wait for the twist. After some contemplation on Fahad's advice, Bilal has made a goal on which he can set his eyes on, becoming a doctor. But for that, he has to study and pass the NEET examination. He realizes that he must make study goals. He must divide his syllabus into small chunks. He exercises daily, goes to sleep and wakes up at the same time, which helps with circadian rhythms, and takes vitamin supplements. And most importantly, he practices sharpening his focus by doing uninterrupted study sessions daily. But one day during a focus session, a thought emerged, which shook his soul to its core. He was about to give up. Anxiety sucked his whole motivation. A voice in his head said,
"You are done, man. You have wasted a lot of time. You have tried a lot. Nothing worked.
What should I do then? Stop trying? No pain, no gain.
Your worst mistake is that you have destroyed and betrayed yourself for nothing. So keep regretting."
Let's see Bilal's move now.
Okay, but isn't stopping studying and regretting over the past a more worst mistake? Get busy living or get busy dying. Allah loves the brave. Bring it on.
I'm standing here. You make the move. You make the move.
Let's pray that Bilal remains steadfast. If you found value in this video, make sure to like this video, because when you hit the like button, Allah urges the algorithm to push my video to more and more people. You will get your reward, and it will also encourage me to continue what I'm doing on this channel. And always remember, Allah is closer to you than your jugular vein. You are never truly alone.